What's going on, family? We are officially on the journey to 1 million subscribers, and my team and I are giving away $30,000 to help you pay off your consumer debt. That's right. 3 E3 community members will each get $10,000 to wipe out their consumer debt. Now, do you want in? It's simple. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my email list by going to anthonyoneal.com and clicking on the Join the Community tab. That's 100% it. Check this out. At 940,000 subscribers, we're surprising one lucky person live on my show with the first $10,000, and we're going to give that person a financial makeover before paying off their debt. So, before we get to today's show, hit that subscribe button and let's hit it 1 million strong before my birthday, July 1st. All right? Love you all. Let's get to the show.
There's 4 different levels of living in life with or without money. The first one I talked about is being financially broken and emotionally or spiritually broken. That's the level that none of us want to be in, especially as adults. We don't want to have no money, have everyone rely, we rely on everyone to help us, feed us, clothe us, house us, all those different things, and feel emotionally like we're not contributing in the world. So that's level number 1. We don't want that. And that's something that I faced on my sister's couch. Level number 2 is learning how to make money. Level number 2 is learning how to develop the emotional richness inside of you, feeling joy, feeling gratitude, feeling excited, feeling resourceful, contributing to people, but still being broke. And on my sister's couch, I learned how to develop knowledge, like you said, getting educated on money. I started reading, I started learning, I started finding mentors, and I started overcoming fears that were making me feel small. And once I overcame these fears, I developed skills. Those skills developed confidence. That confidence developed competence to be able to go out there and conquer more. And I started feeling emotionally and spiritually abundant because of what I was learning, what I was overcoming, and who I was becoming while I was on my sister's couch. Now, I was still broke as a joke. I still didn't have money, so I didn't solve the money problem yet. But I started feeling better. And that is one of the first keys to creating a richer life, is emotionally, spiritually feeling better, feeling more abundant, so that you can attract more of the financial opportunity. The second,
Now,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this question real quick, because that feeling is good.
Great feeling.
That feeling is really good. And I think a lot of people right now are feeling nervous. They're feeling scared because of the economy, the up and down. What would you encourage people of how to get over that feeling so they can attract more no matter what's going on around them?
I mean, it's hard to overcome fear just by thinking about overcoming it. You have to overcome fear by going all in on it and acting through it. And it doesn't mean the fear is going to go away when you act on it, but you're going to become more comfortable going through it every single day. So if you're afraid of money because you don't understand it, reading a book about money, watching your show about money, you might still feel, man, they're saying all these things, all these terminology. I don't understand this still. It's a foreign language, and I don't even understand the concept of money still. It may still feel scary, and it make you feel even stupider when you're watching someone that you don't understand. You're still going to need to go through it, and it's going to be a process until you start to feel more comfortable and start to grasp concepts, start to make mistakes, start to do things that you're like, okay, I learned what not to do. Let me start doing other things that are going to help me. And so it's a process of going through the fear. But the more you go through the fear, the more the fear disappears. And I think people need to learn how to do that. For me, money was one of the hardest things because I was just so afraid of it.
All right, fam, let's have a heart to heart. You all know that I'm all about helping you get your money. But let me ask you this question. How's your credit report looking? And if you're being honest and you're saying, Ayo, I need some help, well, listen, I got something for you. Listen, I know credit can feel like this big, confusing thing, but with Kickoff, it doesn't have to be. They've designed a super simple, affordable way to help you build your credit, whether you're just starting out or need to bounce back from a rough patch. Here's how it works. Kickoff reports to the major credit bureaus to help you establish a positive credit history, and you can get started for as as little as $5 a month. No credit check, no crazy interest fees at all, no hidden fees, so just a straightforward way to improve your financial standing. And here's why it matters the most, because it is not just about a number, it is about financial freedom and doors opening up for you. Do you want that dream apartment? Do you want lower car insurance and even better job prospects? It all starts with making sure you have a good credit profile. So don't wait. Head over to anthonyoneal.com/kickoff. That's anthonyoneal.com/KIKOFF and start your first month for just as little as $1. Listen, it's anthonyoneal.com/kickoff, KIKOFF. You get it for $1. Let's get you some lower rates, especially in 2025.
So phase one of living with money is being financially broke and emotionally broken. Phase two is being financially broken, still having no money or very little, but feeling more worthy. And I know it's maybe a weird concept to think about, but a lot of people put their self-worth in their net worth. When we have no money, a lot of times we link our confidence and our self-worthiness to we don't have any money. And so therefore, I don't know if I can believe in myself or go do these things because I don't have the coin to go take action, right? And what we need to start thinking, this is the hardest thing to do, is start to believe that we are worthy of receiving more before more comes to us. And a mentor early on, I was working really hard early on, probably like 8 months into my sister's couch journey. I was working with a mentor. And one day I said, I could really use some money in my life right now. And he said to me, money comes to you when you're ready for it. And I was like, I'm broke. I feel pretty ready for money in my life. You know, I feel ready, like bring it on. And he's just like, money comes to you when you're ready for it. Otherwise you're going to blow it. You're not going to be ready for it. And it wasn't until maybe a year and a half later when money started to come into my life pretty rapidly that I was like, yeah, I wasn't emotionally ready for it. And I needed to expand my emotional capacity to be able to receive and steward that amount of physical and emotional weight of money that came into my life. Because it is a weight if you don't know how to manage that emotional weight of money coming to you. The third phase of money, living with money, is being financially free or financially abundant, but emotionally bankrupt. And I don't know how many people you know, Anthony, who have learned how to make a lot of money, but maybe they're going down the wrong track. They're not going to church. They're not doing prayer. They're not hanging out in the right crowds. They're buying the wrong things. They're getting into debt. They're doing certain things or activities that maybe aren't supporting the financial growth. And therefore they're drinking a lot of alcohol. They're whatever. They're doing all the wrong stuff. And they make a lot of money, but they don't feel good about themselves. They feel emotionally bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt. And therefore the financial freedom, this is one of the scariest phases because this happened to me for a while where I had money and I thought it was meant to solve my problems about how I felt about me. And it was scary because a lot of people make money and they realize, oh, it's still not enough. So I need to go make more. I need to make more. I need to make more. And there's this gap of feeling great and having a lot of money. And, you know, being a net worth millionaire does not mean you will be a self-worth millionaire. And when you learn to develop self-worth and to create an abundance of self-worth, not selfishness, but self-worthiness, because you overcome fears, you contribute to society, you are your word to people you talk to, you continue to show up and serve through your talents, your gifts, you overcome your fears, you develop an abundance of self-worthiness, and the money just is attracted to someone who is self-worthy, generous, a giver, grateful, positive energy. You attract opportunities. You attract people with opportunities. You attract money. It wants to flow to where someone is grateful. If we're not grateful and living with a generous heart, we're just not going to feel good with the money we have. We might be able to make it, but still not feel good. And I don't want to live a frustrated life with a lot of money in the bank account. That doesn't feel good to me. That's not abundance. That's not financial freedom if you're emotionally or spiritually bankrupt. And the fourth level, the final level, is what I think everyone wants to get to, is how do I create financial peace, financial freedom in my life, and also inner peace, spiritual peace, emotional freedom. That is truly an abundant life. And that's what I think everyone strives for, feeling emotionally free and not worrying about what you're spending on because you know money is coming to you every day. And that's why I wrote this book, because most people can learn the tactics, they can learn the strategies, they can invest, they can automate, they can get out of debt. Those are certain skills that I'm not the expert in teaching, but most people don't know how to believe they are worthy of receiving more and actually feeling like they are enough no matter how much they have in the bank account. And when you learn the 7 habits that I talk about in this book, Make Money Easy, it's going to set you up for emotional freedom, no matter if you have money or if you don't. And you're going to become the person that is a magnet for attracting financial freedom.